Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A happy Monday to you all. Hopefully, your week is off to a great start. Hopefully, you enjoyed your weekend. Of course, it's Monday. We are back on the reaction train. We have got new music to check out. This is one that has been very highly anticipated, and they have already made history in the music scene. This is the debut of ZEROBASEONE, ZB1, the latest of the Mnet Produce slash Planet series, winning team group to debut in the K-pop world. ZEROBASEONE. As someone who didn't watch Boys Planet, but have been like piecing together their like kind of pre-debut stuff with like dance practices, they've been a really enjoyable group to watch. The chemistry I've seen already has been really cool. And, well, the full debut is here, and I am tremendously excited for it. Having said that, because I didn't watch Boys Planet, I don't know the members, where they're from, like what companies they're from, what their backgrounds are, what their skills are, things like that, what their ages are. So, I'm gonna give myself a quick run through Kprofiles, cover all the members, just basic information, things like that, and then watch the MV. That doesn't mean I'm going to like be able to put names to faces right off the rip. That's going to take me a little bit. I know some people recommended guides back when we did the dance practice. I just didn't get around to doing those, so I apologize for that. If you want to skip ahead to the MV portion, timeline below is going to be chaptered based off of what we're watching, so please do feel free to skip ahead. Not obligated to run through Kprofiles with me, so if you're jumping ahead, I will see you when you skip ahead. In the meantime, I'm going to give myself a little rundown real quick. So, ZB1, Hanbin, leader Hanbin, June 1701. Bum, 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 bum. Trainee 1 year, 8 months, former Cube trainee, now over at Studio Glide. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, likes whacking, okay. Backup dancer for 101's Boomerang. And, oh, wait, that Dionysus performance? Oh, that's very cool. You got a little dancer here, okay. Kim Ji-woon, 1498, eldest of the group. Eldest, not the leader, interesting, okay. Member of Ion X, training for 6 years. Oh, that's cute. Friends with Holland, shout out Holland one time. I love Holland. Acting debut in 21. Ooh. Um, Nest management. Changhao. Okay. First non-Korean center, right? Out of the Produce series. Very exciting. Changhao. FP. Oh, that's so cool. We got a fellow violinist in the house. Love you already. Has a teaching license too. Ooh, very cool. First foreign center of an eminent survival show. Yes, there we go. And from Yuehua, very cool. Sok Matthew. I've also seen lots of Twitter posts about you, sir. Canadian. And trainee for 1 year, 6 months. Close to Hanbin, knew each other before Boys Planet. Oh, the OST from Howl's Moving Castle. Good choice. Very good choice. From MNH. So he could have been a part of 8 Turn, possibly? If he hadn't gone with the Boys Planet direction? Very interesting. Kim Tere, July 14th, 02. 2 years in the month trainee. Same bro's name is Tempest Tere. Guitarist. Exploring restaurants. Are you me, sir? Are you me? Playing the guitar and exploring restaurants? Me too. And a Wake 1 trainee. Okay. I feel like there's always a Wake 1 trainee in one of these Mnet groups. And like they're run by Wake 1 too, aren't they? Mr. Ricky. Chen Chanbi. Okay. Oh, you are on the toll end, aren't you, sir? May 2004. We'll give him the extra 0.1 centimeters. 184. Shanghai, China. Lived in LA. Training for 2 years, 2 months. Like strawberries. Nice. Food. Role modeled. Tattooed on his neck. Interesting. And then also from UAHOA. There's a few UAHOA members in this group, right? Kim Gyuvin. I've never seen the name stylized with a V before. It's usually a B, right? Because that's the Hangul Bin. Stylized with a V, though. That's very cool. 33. Seoul. Training for 3 years, 11 months. We have a sport athlete. Okay, so he's also from UAO, hence the closeness with the Tempest members. Okay. Specialities are losing rock, paper, scissors. Me too, fam. I can't win to save my life. Pakun Wook. 1005. Also, Toll. Gyeonggi-do. Training for 2 years, 5 months. Contestant on Wild Idol. Unable to debut in 10. I feel like we've watched 10 on the channel before. You like watching the footy as well. Very cool. You are an footballer. Also from Jellyfish. Ooh, first Jellyfish. Ooh. High pitch. High vocals. High vocals. And then Han Yujin Magne. March 2007. There's so many people that are so much younger than me and already so much taller than me. And I reckon he's gonna keep growing too. I've seen Taemin and Kai pop up a couple times as like role models from the other members. Yujin, trainee, 2 years, 3 months. Another person that enjoys the song Kick It. That mean. And is like half the group almost a Yuehua trainee? Very interesting. Okay. And now we get to move on to the MV for it. Interesting spread in terms of the members. There's a lot of overlap in like interests and things like that, which is very cool. And already with the way, you know, the nature of how this group came to be, they're going to be close. Just because, you know, competition shows you really build up a sense of camaraderie through the show, even if Mnet doesn't portray it as such. And yeah, having like label mates and people who know each other from beforehand, similar interests, yeah, that makes sense why the chemistry is so good already. So, hello everybody, welcome back. Let's check out the title track.
아침이 와 어제와 달라진 눈부신 light 눈을 뜨면 움츠렸던 꽃잎은 피었나 가장 아름답게 세상을 다 물들여도 영원한 건 없네.
This song might have some legs, hold on.
난 운명조차 change 향해 on my way 놓치지 않게 chase yeah it's all because of you.
Oof. There's the beat. Oh yeah, this beat 100%'s got some legs on it. You know what I like already about this song? The vocals sound comfortable. They're not taking like the vocalists way out of their comfort range. but this just running beat. Okay. Oh, the very delayed re-entry. But the beat never, like the tempo never really changed at all. Just the beat completely died away. Genuinely, this song has such a nice, fast, quick beat behind it. Hold off the rap verse one time. Okay. Oh, and a proper bona fide outro too. Okay, ZB1. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Wow. There's an interesting... Here's where we'll start with this. Right now in the music scene, especially... I mean, it's different for, girl groups and boy groups, but there's predominantly two kind of major sounds when it comes to music that's being released. Well, maybe if you want to add a third from, like, the summer season, you can do that as well, but... Typically, you have your, harder, aggressive, crunchy, like, bouncy, like the crushy type songs. And then you've got the really happy, useful energy songs. Those are like your two main veins of music that you get in the pop scene nowadays, regardless of if it's a boy group or a girl group. What's interesting about In Bloom for me is it rides a line between the two. There is an inherent kind of aggressiveness to it in that that beat that's constantly driving in the background, got that running beat. It's there, it's noticeable, you can't miss it, it's fast, it drives the song forward. But at the same time, there is this useful casualness to it that takes kind of the bite out of the vocal part. The vocal part is actually a very pretty smooth vocal part, and one that's very fitting of the members and their vocal ranges, which I commend the composition team for. But also has this certain youthfulness to it. And so in kind of both worlds, they take certain elements from it, but don't necessarily fall into either category properly. But it's that combination of the two that just so works for me. It's so balanced. It's really well written. Very interesting couple composition choices in there as well. Like the delayed drops, the multiple delayed drops, especially in the choruses. Like, we'll do the second chorus, I think, because there's no cinematic break. And it's around here-ish, isn't it? Even before we get to it, you hear that. Without that, this song would not feel nearly as quick as it does. But because that beat is driving the song forward at the rate that it is, it feels like such an energetic song, right? That is a long delay for a drop. And it's kind of, again, in that kind of vague range where there have been some songs where the drop comes really late, like a full 8 measures late than where you'd expect it to be. This comes in at 4 measures late, which is kind of riding in that little gray area between is it considered an anti-drop or is it just considered a delayed drop. And I think that kind of little, the amount of time this song spends in this kind of ambiguous gray area for kind of every single aspect of the song, whether it's, the type of song it is, the composition of it. I love that it's just challenging stuff like this. Because it's going to make it stand out from the rest of the crowd, I think. But also, I'm a sucker for retro synths, and whenever a group squeezes in a little bit of retro synth, you got my attention. And then once the beat comes in, it's got such a nice, crispy percussion pad part. Like, the beat rips. The beat 100% rips. And the vocal on top of it just sounds so confident. It sounds so comfortable. It sounds so natural. It sounds like a song that was built for them. And that makes listening to it so much more enjoyable for me. Oh! I know I spent a lot of time at the beginning learning the members. And they are a group that I truly do need to learn the members for. Because they... As much as I don't like the Mnet survival shows, I love the groups that have come out of it. And even with Kepler, like, it took me a few weeks to fully get every single member down. So I reckon with ZV1 it's going to be much the same way. But I'm not going to be upset about that. In fact, I'm very much looking forward to learning about these guys a little bit more. Because, well, based off of the 2 dance practices and now the title track MV that we watched, they could be climbing that ladder of groups that I've got my interest on. Like, I've already had my eyes on them as a group, but just off of the stuff I've seen so far, they're kind of moving up the ranks a little bit. And that might be the case even more once we do the album listen, which I'm going to be doing in a little bit. Well, it might already be out whenever you watch this. I don't know. But in the meantime, ZEROBASEONE, this is a spectacular debut. You all should be proud of yourselves. This is tremendous. And I very much enjoyed it. Hopefully you did as well, but that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. One last request from me today. As always, let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day-to-day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.